Welcome to Vision 48 News. I'm Cole Bryson.
And I'm Ansley Brock. This Friday, September 16th, Student Life will hold a hall visitation event from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Girls will be able to have guys as visitors in their dorms. Guys, make sure to check in with an ID. Friday is also Red and Black for Life. Wear your Crusader red and black and make sure to tweet hashtag NGURNB for life. This will lead into the football game as Saturday at 7 p.m. Saturday is also Parents' Day and open house. This past week, the Blood Connection visited NGU. Our Clayton Caldwell went out to see how you can help.
The Blood Connection was back at North Greenville University this week, and they were looking for students who were willing to give a little time and some of the red stuff in order to help those in need.
It's basically just helping out the community with blood donations. We service about 29 hospitals throughout the upstate, parts of North Carolina and Georgia.
Shanez Herreza with the Blood Connection has been very impressed with the turnout so far at North Greenville, but the need for blood is still very strong.
It's just basically just giving back to your community. It's one of the most easiest, selfless things you can do for your community, and it only takes about 30 to 45 minutes to do it. If you have time, whenever you see our buses, or if we're in a business or something like that, or inside setup, please come by and stop by. We really do need you. Our generation, what we expect for them to come out and give and teach the kids are behind us, or the younger kids behind us, that basically just come out and donate. We need every unit. We always need blood. We collect about 400 units a day or more a day, and it's really hard to get donations, but if one can motivate another, that'd be awesome. So just come out and donate.
According to the American Red Cross, every 2 seconds someone in the United States needs blood. The need is always there, so whether you're off campus or on campus and you spot the Blood Connections bus, please consider giving a little, which in return gives a lot to someone in need. Live for Vision 48 News, I'm Clayton Caldwell.
The annual Fight for Air Climb is set to happen this Saturday in downtown Greenville. The Fight for Air Climb is an association that raises money for the American Lung Association. Participants raise awareness by climbing flights of stairs. You can participate as an individual or team, or just show support through donations. For more information, visit action.lung.org. Knowing the weather is always helpful when making plans for the week. Let's go to Kirsten to get this week's weather.
Hey North Greenville, I'm Kirsten Martin. I hope that you're enjoying Global Missions Week. Let's take a look at this week's weather. On Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, that's going to be the bulk of our good weather this week. We're going to see highs of around 86 to 88. Again, that's going to be your good weather for this week. Friday and Saturday, we're going to see some rain as well into Sunday. Make sure that you bring your umbrellas to your classes so you don't catch the rain. Monday, we're going to finish up with fairly good weather with rain into the afternoon. That's this week's weather. Back to you guys at the studio.
To all the ladies, you are invited to come join Gabrielle Finelli at her first book signing this Friday, September 16th, in the Joyful Sound Conference from 1 to 3 p.m. Enter to win prizes from local tanning salons, makeup artists, and boutiques. Come get a signed, hard, or soft copy and learn more about her first published book, A Girl's Guide to College, Life, Guys, and Career.
Needed guidance or need guidance in college as we speak, and sometimes it's hard to open up to your parents or even your friends. It's so hard to find somebody to build you up, and sometimes we're afraid of judgment, and I want this guide to be an encouragement to you.
Colin Kaepernick is still in the news. This time, the attention is turning away from Kaepernick and is turning towards other football players. Colin Kaepernick caught national headlines when he decided to kneel for a national anthem for a preseason NFL game. Critics were quick to attack Colin in his attempt to displaying his rights as an American. Now, other players are stealing the headlines as various football players throughout the country are kneeling, locking arms, and raising fists during the anthem. Several coaches weighed in on this issue, including head coach of the Carolina Panthers, Ron Rivera. Rivera says, "It is the right of the individual to display their rights during the national anthem, but I don't think it was appropriate for the time or the place for Colin to display his rights the way he did."
This past Sunday was the 15th anniversary of 9/11. This year, our country demonstrated that in the midst of tragedy can emerge a triumph to unity. Over 200 flights were rerouted that day, making Gander, Newfoundland home to 7,000 strangers who would soon become family. 12 Americans, some from the National September 11th Memorial and Museum, as well as the U.S. Council, traveled to Gander to express their gratitude. The people of Gander never asked for a thank you, yet they still received a beautiful one on Sunday as they were given a piece of steel from one of the Twin Towers. On it reads, "This piece of World Trade Center steel is presented to the Gander International Airport by the Stephen Siller Tunnel Two Towers Foundation on September 11, 2016, in gratitude for the profound humanitarian role the airport and people of Gander played in the wake of the attacks on 9/11. Our Julio Cluclo interviewed students and faculty about their memories from that day.
A lot of smoke in lower Manhattan.
A lot of smoke in lower Manhattan?
Coming out of the top of the World Trade Center building, a major fire. Yeah.
On September 11th, 2001, terrorist attacks on the World Trade Center in New York City and the Pentagon in Washington, D.C. took the lives of nearly 3,000 people. Jared Thomas, Assistant Director of Student Services, remembers seeing the attack live on TV.
I see stills in my mind of just, no, that's really happening. No, that's New York.
The U.S. emerged from the rubble of 9/11 with a sense of being unified as a community, according to Dr. Heidi Campbell, Chair of NGU's Mass Communications Department.
When we went through that horrific experience, I think the nation came together, and there was a great patriotism that emerged from that event.
Now, 15 years later, we asked NGU students what they believe are positives that have come in the aftermath.
People have been more proud to stand up for what they believe in.
More awareness towards stuff like that.
I know from what my mother has told me that it kind of made the country stronger, and we're kind of more prepared.
Now we're more aware that stuff like that does happen, and we need to take the actions and measures so that we don't have those again.
A lot of people have been willing to help in these situations because of these big things that have happened in our country, and trying to bring people together rather than push people apart in these situations.
So we just care for each other more, I guess. I was really little when it happened, but I know it had a huge impact on everybody.
The events of 9/11 helped us recognize that the United States is one, bringing our communities together and strengthening us as a nation. For Vision 48 News, I'm Julia Kluka.
This week, our social media team went out and politically challenged students. We'll be right back with sports after this break.
Who won the Civil War?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
The South did. Just kidding, the North, I knew that. The North did.
Who won the Civil War?
Yeah.
The Union?
Who is our vice president?
Joe Biden. Vice president right now, Joe Biden.
Who did we gain our independence from?
Britain.
Great Britain. We technically didn't gain our independence because we already had it, because we are America.
What are the three branches of government?
What are the three branches of government?
Yes.
You got me now.
That's a great question. What is oh no, executive, judicial, and legislative. Yeah, legislative.
Legislative, executive, and judicial. Yeah. Who is the commander-in-chief of the military?
I don't know that.
Of the military? The president.
Barack Obama.
Thomas Jefferson.
Make sure that you download the new NGU Chapel app today. It allows access to our live stream, previous chapel services, prayer requests, and many other features. Get connected with the NGU Chapel app today. Available in the App Store and Google Play.
The men's soccer team played last Tuesday, September 6th at Newberry. Senior captain of the team, Johnny Lynn, scored the game-tying goal to make it 1-1. However, the Crusaders lost in overtime 2-1. The Crusaders also fell to Erskine College on Saturday 5-1. The women's soccer team also dropped 2 last week. The Crusaders lost to Anderson University on September 7th with a final score of 4-1. On Saturday, the Lady Crusaders also lost to Erskine 2-1. Both men's and women's soccer will take on Les McRae on Wednesday evening. The Lady Crusaders will kick it off at 5 p.m., following the men at 7 p.m. Crusader women's volleyball continued their win streak with their 5th consecutive win to open the season. With a hard-fought win over Cowan, NGU took 3 of 5 games after being down 2-1 to start. The next test for the Crusaders is Tuesday night against Converse College and Saturday against Pfeiffer. The Crusaders football team had an outstanding performance against Lenore-Ryan University Saturday night in Hickory. The Crusaders only held the Bears to 216 total yards of offense. The offense was able to run the ball for 174 yards and 4 touchdowns. It was a complete team win. Next week, the Crusaders welcome Newberry to Yount Stadium at 7 o'clock.
Thank you for joining in on Vision 48 News. Join us next week live at 5. Keep up with what's happening at NGU by following us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. I'm Ansley Brock.
And I'm Cole Bryson. Have a great week, North Greenville.